Good evening, madam.
Okay, welcome to our session today. And before we start, I will call out the register. Lavin Opudo,
Present.
Judith Biwat.
Present.
Okay, I can see majority of you are in. So we are going to start. And today we are going to learn about timber and its products. And before we go on, I'm going to share my screen so that you can be able to see what we are going to learn. Are you able to see my screen? Okay. So we are going to define the term timber. And timber is a type of wood which has been processed into beam and planks. And basically, timber is a wood or firewood of growing trees. Any wood capable of yielding a minimum dimensional size can be termed as timber or a lumber. It is a stage in the process of wood production. Timbers are used for the structural purpose, and those woods which are adapted for building purposes are also known as timber. So, finished timber is supplied in standard sizes for the industry, which are used for building houses and also making furniture. So, we are going next to look at the types of timber, and they include bamboo, cherry, cedar, green timber, lime, mahogany, oak, and plywood. So basically, those are some of the types of timber, and we have various types of timber. Those are just a few of them. So wide use of timber for engineering aspects is due to its special properties as given below. So the properties of timber may include they are naturally available and ready to use as a material. The rough timber used for temporary works like scaffolding, centering, shoring, and strutting. It can be converted to any size and shape easily and hence used for doors, windows, flooring, and roofing. So, timber also has a good strength and hence used for making load bearing members like beams, columns, trusses, and piles. So we have an outer bark in timber, and this is the outermost skin of the tree. It consists of wood fibers, fissures, and cracks may be present in this layer also. And also, we may find medullary rays, which are thin radial fibers extending from the pitch to the cambium layer, which holds the annual rings together. So the next thing we are going to learn about seasoning of timber. And basically, seasoning of timber is when we season timber, it enables the timber to maybe increase the durability so that it might be used for a long time. And the advantages of seasoning timber, uh, I will call upon one of you to read. Judith?
It imparts hardness, stiff strength, and resistance to electric shock. Number
Another
three
one,
is that
it increased the durability by protecting it from fungi, insects, and other causes related to moisture content.
Okay, thank you. So, those are some of the advantages of seasoning timber, and maybe I can read out a few which are remaining. So it also helps in maintaining shape and size. It makes it workable. It also makes it fit to receive painting. It makes it also suitable for gluing. It reduces the tendency of cracking and warping. It also decreases weight and saves transportation cost and allows to burn easily if used as a fuel. So we are going to look at methods of seasoning. And the first method, we have natural seasoning, whereby in natural seasoning, it is classified into two types of seasoning, whereby we have air seasoning and water seasoning. And in air seasoning, we can define it as in a shed with a platform of height 300 centimeters, timber is stacked, and care is taken to see that air can be circulated around each timber bark, and moisture content decreases over a period of time. Well-seasoned timber contains only 15% of the moisture, and this process is slow, but it is the best method of seasoning. And lastly, we are going to look at water seasoning, whereby in this method, logs are placed in a river with thicker endpoints pointing upstream. A number of logs are tied together and the group is anchored to a standing tree or to a rock to see that it is not carried away by the river. So the sap contained in the timber is washed out over a period of 2 to 4 weeks, and the timber is then stacked in a dry place compared to air seasoning. So that marks the end of our lesson today. And before we end the lesson, I would like to know what you've learned today. Kindly, by maybe you can raise up your hand so that you can share with us what you've learned today.
Yes, I've learned the meaning of timber today and the methods used in timber process.
That's a good trial. Can we clap for her? Another person, yes, Judith.
I have learned that there are two types of seasoning, and the first one is air seasoning, and the next one is water seasoning.
That's a good job. I can see we are all good to go. So before we leave, I would like to leave you with an assignment. You are going to list down for me other methods of air seasoning. Okay, so we can dismiss. Have a good day.
You too, madam.
You too, madam.